Mahiyang agaw ni kamong amin. My name is Hans and I am currently enrolled in Master of Science in Hospitality Management in St. Paul University, Philippines. I was not born in Tuguegarao City, but I immediately fell in love with Tuguegarao because of these heritage sites which I am about to explore as we go on with the tour. And to be honest, this is just an inspired version of what is being conducted by Mr. Baylon and Ma'am Joan in their heritage tour or heritage city tour. And just in case you want to experience this firsthand, don't hesitate to message the Tuguegarao City Heritage Guides just in case you want to book them. I myself love heritage sites, but we need to understand that this is not everyone's cup of tea. And just to keep it tuned in, I actually inserted different types of pictures that you can take as inspiration once you go into Tuguegarao City. So tune in, keep the fun, and let's start the heritage tour. Alright, the first destination that we'll be visiting is the St. Peter and Paul Cathedral. So I intentionally put this at the first destination because there is no other way to start the tour than praying. Besides from its religious purposes, I think this is one of the best destination and most visited destination in Tuguegarao City as well. And let's try to appreciate its facade. The architectural style is Baroque church, and this has been reconstructed by Antonio Lobato in the year 1600s. So you might be wondering why it's called as a cathedral. So besides from its beautiful interior and exterior, one of the reasons why it's called as cathedral is because of the Archbishop's seat that you can see at the altar. So basically, Archbishop's seat is a special seat that can only be seated by the Archbishop during masses. Well, just like any other buildings, during World War II, this is severely damaged. But thanks to Father Constant Jurgens and his friend, Reverend Father Teodulfo S. Domingo, who restored this during or after the World War II. So basically, this is where they are entombed. So another interesting fact about this church is this middle table. So come, let's take a look at it. So in here is a religious relic. So this religious relic contains the bones of St. Peter. It was gifted by the Vatican to Tuguegarao, and it was situated here. So just like any other buildings, this building has witnessed a lot of history already. Before it became the Provincial Museum, it used to be the Tribunal de Tuguegarao, wherein it is where the office of the Alcalde Mayor is located. The gunshots were still evident on the wall to serve as a reminder that this has been served as the American headquarters during the World War II. You know what? It's quite strange to see that there are elephants in the logo, but this symbolizes that before or once there has been these elephants that roam around in Cagayan province. And that's it for the Cagayan Museum. Tune in for the beautiful photos. Alright, just in front of the Cagayan Provincial Museum is the Rizal Park. And this Rizal monument stands at the center of the old city plaza of Tuguegarao. And this serves as a landmark of the city. Okay, so come on. Let's try to appreciate the column of the Rizal Park. As you can observe, there are tobacco leaves at the column. This symbolizes the abundance of tobacco leaves that time in Cagayan. And those four girls, these are the four cardinal virtues. Alright, another fun fact about this Rizal monument are these rocks. So these rocks represent the 28 municipalities including one city in Cagayan province. So the next time that you will visit this place, I hope you get to find out which rock represents your municipality. And now we're down to the second to the last destination, and I welcome you to the Tuguegarao East Central School. Before this became an elementary school, this used to be the Presidencia de Tuguegarao, which was built in the 18th century during the Spanish colonization period. Time passed by, and the old Presidencia de Tuguegarao has been renovated already. But there are still remnants of its old structure, just like this old staircase. This room or this building has been designed by the same person who designed the Rizal Park. who is Antonio Lobato. It became a classroom, a project room, laboratory, and recently a library. Another fun fact is these old ventanillas. These ventanillas is a small window that is covered with 2 sliding panels. This window is the old air conditioner that provides fresh air inside the room. And now we're down to our last destination, which is the Spanish Horno. So this horno is a Spanish term for oven. And this is where the manufacturing of bricks is being made during the Spanish colonial period. Which means, if there is no horno, there's gonna be no church and other structures built on that time. Come on, let's try to appreciate the place. But always remember to watch your steps because it's gonna be dangerous for you. Alright, as you may observe, this horno is just near the Cagayan River. And strategically, it's located here because it's gonna be easier for the Spaniards or the Filipinos in the 1600s to distribute the bricks they manufacture here in the horno, going to the other municipalities in Cagayan to build the churches. I know it must be tiring for you already, that's why we found this pansiteria just nearby the horno. It's gonna be 3 to 5 minutes walk already. So come on, let's try to eat. This is the Horno's Pansiteria and it's just a couple of minutes of walk from our last destination. And just a fun fact, there are plenty of pansiterias here in Tuguegarao City. And what's something special about these pansits? Come on, let's find out. This is Pancit Matel Cotton. It's just basically stir-fried noodles, but one of its distinction is that there's an egg on top of it. So in Ibanag, they call this as Ilok nga nepotun ta pansit. So this is the egg. And let us not forget about this one. This is what they call as Tuguegarao Longganisa. It's just the same as the vegan longganisa. It's tasty and salty. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed our heritage tour here in Tuguegarao City. And the next time you will visit Tuguegarao, I hope you get to inform or book Mr. Baylon through this Facebook page, which is Tuguegarao Heritage Guides, in order for you to have a very informative tour here in heritage sites of Tuguegarao City. And always remember that these heritage sites doesn't only speak about our history, but moreover, it informs us about our origin, culture, and as well as our identity as Cagayanos. So take part in preserving this for our next generation to come. Mabalo!